Hello guys, I'm Architect Oliver and welcome again to my channel. Today I prepared the continuation for the series of questions for RA 9266, or also known as the Architecture Act of 2004. Right now we are in the episode 3. I hope na nakakatulong yung mga videos or the series of questions that I posted sa review group natin para makatulong sa inyo. And I suggest guys na basahin niyo yung RA 9266. It's very important. You don't need to memorize the RA 9266. You just need to understand the context of it. Okay, so guys, let's continue. Number 1. Reference to RA 9266. Upon receiving the successful report of rating for the licensure examination, what will be their first step prior to entering upon the practice of the profession? A. Fill up the online forms. B. Oath-taking. C. Register to PRC. And D. Submit to the PR BOA. Answer? B. Oath-taking. After passing the examination guys, the next step is to have an oath-taking before kayo makapag-practice ng profession. Okay? Number 2. Oath-taking. In what rule and section of RA 9266 it pertains? A. Rule 3, Section 16. B. Rule 4, Section 17. C. Rule 3, Section 17. D. Rule 4, Section 16. Answer? C. Rule 3, Section 17. Number 3. A duly licensed architect shall affix the seal prescribed by the board bearing the following except A. Residence address. B. Registrant name. C. Registration number. And D. Title architect. Answer? A. Residence address. Doon guys sa seal natin, hindi na kailangan ng residence address doon. So, the only things are needed there is basic is registrant name, registration number, and the title architect. Number 6. Means an architectural drawing, specification, and other output of an architect that only an architect can sign and seal. A. Construction documents. B. Architectural data. C. Architectural document. And D. Consulting architect. Answer? C. Architectural documents. Next. Means a duly notarized written contract or equivalent public instrument stipulating the scope of service and guaranteeing compensation of such services to be rendered by an architect registered and licensed under RA number 9266. A. Service agreement. B. Scope of work. C. Contract agreement. And D. Service contract. Answer? A. Service agreement. Number 8. If the two newly registered and licensed architect has agreed to duly registered only the SEC and then with the Board of Architecture, in this case, they are labeled as A. Architectural firm. B. architectural partnership. C. Architectural corporation. And D. Sole proprietorship. Answer? B. Architectural partnership. Number 9. Their first project is scheduled for bidding very soon. The architect and client will invite only contractors that are member of PCAB to participate. PCAB stands for A. Philippine Consultants Association Board. B. Philippine Contractors Association Board. C. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board. And D. Professional Contractors Accreditation Board. Answer? C. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board. Number 16. Entities, agencies, organization, and the like that have been accredited, registered with the BOA or PRC to deliver seminars, lectures, and other continuing professional education modules for architects. A. CPD providers. B. Continuing professionals. C. COD providers. D. IAPOA. Answer? A. CPD providers. 17. In what section and item number of RA 9266 is the IAPOA indicated? A. Section 3, item number 11. B. Section 3, item number 10. C. Section 4, item number 2. And D. Section 4, item number 12. Answer? A. Section 3, item number 11. Next, GOCC stands for, again, GOCC stands for A. Government-owned and controlled corporation. B. Government-operated and controlled corporation. C. Government-owned and controlled companies. And D. Government-operated and controlled companies. Answer? A. Government-owned and controlled corporation. 25. CIAC stands for A. Construction Integration and Arbitration Commission. B. Construction Industry Arbitration Corporation. C. Construction Industry Arbitration Commission. And D. Contractors Integration and Arbitration Commission. Answer? C. Construction Industry Arbitration Commission. Next, who can revoke the certificate of registration? According to RA 9266, who can revoke the certificate of registration? A. Co-architect who files a case. C. IAPOA. B. PR-BOA. D. UAP. Answer? PR BOA. Number 6. A 2D representation of reflecting a proposed development, redevelopment, of an enclosed, semi-enclosed, or open area showing features or elements such as columns, walls, etc. A. Architectural plans. B. Contract documents. C. Architectural documents. And D. None of the above. Answer? A. Architectural plans. 7. Diversified architectural experience, a post-baccalaureate pre-licensure experience of blank years required of a graduate of architecture prior to taking the licensure examination, consisting of a variation of experience in the different phases of architectural services. A. 1 year. B. 3 years. C. 2 years. And D. 4 years. Answer? 2 years. Again, diversified architectural experience, a post-baccalaureate pre-licensure experience of 2 years is required of a graduate of architecture prior to taking the licensure examination, consisting of a variation of experience in the different phases of architectural service. Next. IAPOA is the same as UAP. Again, IAPOA is the same as UAP. A. True. B. False. C. Maybe. And D. None of the above. Answer? A. True. IAPOA is the same as UAP. Number 11. If the successful candidate in the examination was not able to take oath before any member of the board or any authorized representative, can he or she still practice the profession? A. Yes. B. No. C. Maybe. And D. None of the above. Answer? No. It's a mandatory to take an oath before to practice the profession of architecture. Number 14. Contract documents generally includes which of the following? A. Special provision or condition. B. Bid documents. C. Drawings and specification. D. All of the above. Answer? D. All of the above. 15. Who is responsible for enforcing the IRR of RA 9266? Again, who is the responsible for enforcing the IRR of RA 9266? A. IAPOA. B. PRC. C. UAP and IAPOA. D. PRC and BOA. Answer? D. PRC and Board of Architecture. 17. The detailed site development planning of all areas surrounding a building or structure and or a group of buildings, structures, but only within the property limits of the land on which such building, structure are to be erected. A. Planning. B. Site planning. C. Physical planning. D. Urban design. Answer? B. Site planning. Next, to be qualified as having passed the licensure examination for architects, a candidate must obtain a weighted general average of 70% with no grade lower than blank percent in any given subject. A. 45%. B. 55%. C. 50%. And D. 60%. Answer? C. 50%. Again, to be qualified as having passed the licensure examination for architects, a candidate must obtain a weighted general average of 70% within no grade lower than 50% in any given subjects. Next, based on Civil Code Article 1723, how many years is the civil liability of an architect after the completion of the structure? A. 20 years. B. 12 years. C. 10 years. And D. 15 years. Answer? D. 15 years. 19. Who shall accredit CPE or CPD providers? A. UAP. B. Board of Architecture. C. PRC. And D. IAPOA. Answer? B. Board of Architecture. 52. Under RA 9266, what section shows the refusal to issue certificate of registration and professional identification card? Again, under RA 9266, what section shows the refusal of issue certificate of registration and professional identification card? A. Section 21. B. Section 23. C. Section 22. And D. Section 24. Answer? C. Section 22. The refusal to issue certificate of registration and professional identification card. Next, an act that states that RA 9266 shall not be construed to affect or prevent the practice of any other legally recognized profession. Again, an act that states that RA 9266 shall not be construed to affect or prevent the practice of any other legally recognized profession. A. Arbitration Act. B. Act not affecting other professionals. C. Act affecting other professionals. And D. Enforcement of the Act. Answer? B. Act not affecting other professionals. Next, Code of Ethical Conduct is a pursuant of what section and article of RA 9266? Again, Code of Ethical Conduct is a pursuant of what section and article of RA 9266? A. Section 9, D, Article 3. B. Section 6, Article 2. C. Section 7, B, Article 3. D. Section 7, under G, Article 2. Answer? D. Section 7, Item D, Item G, Article 2. Next. All market discount shall be credited to blank. A. Architect. B. Client. C. Contractor. And D. Agent or dealers. Answer? B. Client. All market discount shall be credited to client. 56. What is PD number 223? Again, what is Presidential Decree number 223? A. An act modernizing the PRC. B. An act creating the PRC and prescribing its power and function. C. An act creating the UAP. And D. An act creating the UAP and prescribing its power and functions. Answer? B. An act creating the PRC and prescribing its power and functions. 58. The Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines. Again, the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines. A. RA 8981. B. RA 8983. C. RA 8293. And D. RA 9381. Answer? C. RA 8293. 59. A duly notarized written contract or equivalent public instrument stipulating the scope of services and guaranteeing compensation of such services to be rendered by an architect registered and licensed under RA 9266. A. Service contract. B. Service agreement. C. Owner-architect work contract. And D. Notarized agreement. Answer? B. Service agreement. 60. The authorized signature, official seal, PTR, PRC registration number, and the IAPOA membership number, and official receipt number of the architect of record stamped on the architectural plans, specification, architectural permit, and other related contract documents signed by his/her assumption of mandated 15 years civil liability under A. Article 1273 of Civil Code. B. Article 1273 of Architectural Code. C. Article 1723 of Architectural Code. And D. Article 1723 of Civil Code. Answer? D. Article 1723 of Civil Code. Next, the government architect of record shall collect from the concerned national or local agencies, including GOCCs, an incentive pay to cover civil liabilities in the equivalent amount of blank% of the project cost of every project, provided it shall not exceed blank% of his annual salary consecutively. A. 1% and 50%. B. 60% and 1.5%. C. 50% and 1.5%. And D. 1.5% and 50%. Answer? D. 1.5% and 50%. To complete the sentence, the government architect of record shall collect from the concerned national or local agencies, including GOCCs, an incentive pay to cover civil liabilities in the equivalent amount of 1.5% of the project cost of every project, provided it shall not exceed 50% of his annual salary. Next. During the replacement of the lost professional identification card, how long does it take to get a duplicate copy of professional identification card? Again, during the replacement of lost professional identification card, how long does it take to get a duplicate copy of professional identification card? A. Duplicate professional identification card is released after 2 weeks of application. B. Duplicate professional identification card is released after 1 week of application. C. Duplicate professional identification card is released after 1 month of application. And D. Duplicate professional identification card is released within the day. Answer? D. Duplicate professional identification card is released within a day. 64. It is a document which forms part of the architect's national code, which contains the norms and principles governing the practice of the profession of architecture in the highest standard of ethical conduct. A. UAP Documents 200. B. UAP Document 202. C. UAP Document 201. And D. UAP Document 203. Answer? A. UAP Document 200. Next. By virtue of the board resolution, the diversified architectural experience, DAE, has been redefined as an experience of at least how many hours required for a bachelor degree holder in architecture prior to taking the board licensure examination for architects. Again, by virtue of the board resolution, the diversified architectural experience has been redefined as an experience of at least how many hours required for a bachelor's degree holder in architecture prior to taking the board licensure examination for architects. A. 3,580 hours. B. 3,850 hours. C. 3,840 hours. And D. 3,480 hours. Answer? C. 3,840 hours. 72. Will the architect of record be criminally liable with regards to the plan, projects, and contract he signed and sealed? A. None of the choices. B. No. It is the architect in charge of construction who assumes the liability. Yes. The architect of record assumes the civil liability. And D. No. It is the design engineers who are liable. Answer? C. Yes. The architect of record assumes the civil liability. 75. Can the architect and architect of record be used interchangeably? Again, can the architect and architect of record be used interchangeably? A. Yes, the architect and architect of record is the same. B. Yes, the architect is always the architect of record. C. No, the architect should be the architect in charge of construction. And D. No, the architect is a generic term. Answer? No. The architect is a generic term, so you cannot use the architect and the architect of record interchangeably. Next. A person professionally and academically qualified, registered and licensed under RA number 9266 with a certificate of registration and professional identification card issued by the Professional Regulatory Board of Architecture and the Professional Regulation Commission. A. Consulting architect. B. Architect of record. C. Architect. And D. None of the above. Answer? C. Architect. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this video from the beginning until the end. I hope you learned something from here. You got some information and everything that helps you for the preparation for your board exam. Thank you guys, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye!